Hey, this is Riley Chase here with MSPjourney.com. This video is part of a series I'm making about my own journey to become an MSP and all of the steps along the way and things I'm working on to make that happen. So if that sounds interesting to you, if that's something you're interested in, please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and check out my website, MSPjourney.com.
So today I'm going to be talking about my experience with Atera. Atera is an all-in-one RMM and PSA for, I think it's targeted mainly towards smaller MSPs like myself. I'm just getting started as a one-man MSP. What's different about Atera is their pricing, really. Their pricing is per technician with unlimited seats. So normally you have like a flat rate, and then you have a per device pricing for other solutions, but I found the pricing pretty attractive. From what I've heard from other people saying that it's somewhat lacking in features. But what it looks like for me is it's going to be just fine because I'm just trying to get some basic functionality. I really wanted the ticketing system and some basic remote monitoring. So jumping right into it, here's the dashboard. And I'm going to go to tickets. Here's a ticket that I just submitted as an example here. And as you can see, I've already sent a reply. I said, hi, I'm looking into it. And then I could say, hey, it's fixed now. Let me know if it's fixed on your side. And then I can hit public reply. I can also use this arrow to mark it as an internal note. So I'll go ahead and hit public reply, and the customer will get an email once that gets sent out. And if I'm ready to resolve it, I can go over here, change the priority, change the impact, or change the ticket type, and or there it is. I can resolve it by clicking this and hitting update. So and also you can see as soon as I jumped into this ticket, this counter started. So it's automatically monitoring my time, and I can go ahead and hit stop, and it will have recorded the amount of time I spent on the ticket. So in addition to ticketing, it also has the remote monitoring capabilities. So while it's doing monitoring, it'll generate alerts, and I don't have any alerts right now, but just a moment ago I did have an alert pop up because my device I'm monitoring, I'm actually using right now, and the CPU temperature was getting really hot, and that's probably because I'm doing video. So it's kind of interesting. I do really like the alerts that get generated. It also generates alerts, all kinds of different alerts, but another one I saw recently was it generated an alert because my hard drive was getting too full. So stuff like that, those are the kind of alerts that it'll generate. Over here I have devices, and I have two devices that are currently hooked up. By the way, to get a device installed, over here by this plus sign, I clicked the plus sign, went to Agent Installer, and did the Windows download. Once it downloads, it'll pop up, and you select which customer to connect into, and it'll go ahead and install the agent. As you might have noticed, there's also a Mac installer. It is compatible with Mac, however you do have to pay more money. It's a higher subscription rate to use the Mac feature, so it's got a little block arrow there to remind me that I haven't paid for that. Yeah, there's all different types here. You got HTTP, TCP, SNMP, different types of monitoring that you can do. So in addition to that, there is, if you go into one of these devices, you can see a lot of different statistics. You can see memory usage, CPU average, stuff like that. Really useful information if you're troubleshooting a problem. And in addition, you've got it shows different information about the computer, the Windows version, the Microsoft Office version, what kind of antivirus, spyware, firewall, and disk capacity, all kinds of specs right there. And then these are different alerts that might be generated by this computer. Currently it doesn't have any alerts. And if you go to connect, it also comes with Splash Top built in. Now they do upsell you to use GoToAssist, which is a much better program. But this Splash Top does come for free, and wow, I just exploded it on accident because I'm doing a remote connection to my own computer on accident. I meant to do it to my other computer, so that's why that looked really weird. But in general, Splashtop is kind of a clunky program. It's not the greatest. I'm gonna use it only as a last resort if I have no other connection methods, but I'll probably be using Screen Connect. Well, it's actually called ConnectWise Control now, but I'll be using that program mainly to connect to devices and set up ad hoc support sessions, because Splashtop also does not support any kind of like ad hoc session. Now, in addition to devices, you have customers, and so it's a nice little CRM tool. It has some basic to, I mean, it's not really that basic. It has some nice functionality. You can set up different contacts within a company, set up different contracts for billing, and you can see which devices are inside that company, which tickets are coming in and out of that company. It's also got a password management tool. I don't know if I'm going to use this. Obviously not the most secure, because it's just using plain text passwords here, and I use password management that has encryption and stuff like that, but that's kind of nice. And it has also attachments, which I like that. You can just attach files here and save them to that customer. It also has a QuickBooks integration if you pay for the higher level, which I am not paying for right now, but I plan to use later and try and learn more about that. On here, they also have a knowledge base. The knowledge base is kind of neat. You can create knowledge base articles and share them with your customers. This is what the customer support panel looks like when they go to add a ticket. You go right here. They can submit tickets. They can view their tickets that they've already submitted and the status of each one. But in addition to that, they have the knowledge base. So if I were to create knowledge base articles and share them with my customers, they would pop up here. So Atera comes with an online backup built-in integration with their own service, and it's 20 cents per gigabyte. I'm not going to be using this because it's 20 cents is actually, that's pretty expensive. I'm actually going to be using Cloudberry and Backblaze. Backblaze, $5 per terabyte. So that is, this is 40 times more expensive. With $5 per terabyte, that's half a cent per gigabyte. So that is, that's too expensive. I'm not going to use it, but it is there if you want something that's really easy. Next tab on the list is WebRoot. I've got WebRoot integration, and there, if you click on this link, it's basically just going to take you to log into your WebRoot account, but they are giving a volume license discount, so it's only $1.25 per seat. If I were to go directly to WebRoot, it would cost $1.50 per seat. So I really like that. First of all, that it integrates, but also that it's a little bit cheaper. And if you come over to devices here and you click on a device, you can actually one-click deploy it. So you go to Manage and then WebRoot, and you can go ahead and install, update, scan, all that kind of stuff. Billing tab looks like, I haven't really dug into this too much yet, but I'm guessing that the QuickBooks integration will make this more useful, more interesting. Hopping over to the reports tab, here's all the different reports that you can generate. I'm not going to go into all of them, but I'll just show one that I like real quick, the patch status summary. This is a pretty cool report. Just hit generate, and then boom, I can see that the desktops are all up to date. They've got all their Windows updates. I don't have any servers connected right now, but that would normally come here. It's kind of cool, the Microsoft licensing report. So if I go in here, I hit generate, it'll generate how many keys are installed and some useful information there. If I were to scroll down, it'd actually show which keys are on which computers. The admin tab looks like there's a whole bunch of different settings here. I'm not going to go into each one, but just to hop over to white label real quick, this is where I set up my my logo and account header, help desk tray icon, and report branding and stuff like that. So really nice white label features. And one more thing I'm just going to show real quick is this help desk agent. So I've enabled it by going into device and then clicked on manage and then help desk agent activate, and then what that does is it makes this little icon here appear, and it's that's my logo, and the customer can just right click and go to create new ticket, and it'll pop them right into their web portal where they can create a new ticket here. They can view their existing ticket statuses and look at the knowledge base. So if you're planning on checking out Atera, please click the link in the description. Disclaimer, it is my affiliate link, but it's just going to give me a free month of service if you do sign up, so I'd really appreciate that. Thanks. If this video was helpful for you, please give it a thumbs up on YouTube, subscribe to my channel, and check out mspjourney.com for more videos. Thanks.